up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Miss you guys. How are you? Welcome new subbies. Welcome everyone. All right, so we're gonna get into this Diddy situation now. I am gonna do you guys another video, but right now we're gonna talk about Diddy and the scandal he has going on. Now, there's a lot of things coming out about Diddy right now, and I'm going to tell you guys in another video where it's coming from. So Diddy's house was raided, and this is the guy who's supposed to be Diddy rug person, okay? Cannabis person, drugs, whatever. And his name is Brandon. Now, his house was raided. Diddy was not there. Now, Diddy's sons, Justin and his other son, King, who he shares with the late Kim Porter, and he also has two twin daughters who were not there as well. Justin and King were handcuffed. They raided the house saying that Justin and King was trafficking, trying to lure girls for Diddy, right? So after all of that, they found out Diddy was in Antigua. He got arrested in Miami. This is the court documents. We're gonna get into that. And he basically got caught with that. But anyway, so the court documents came out. And what's surprising is that Diddy had, he has females. So you had Young Miami, and you can pause and read this, Daphne Joy, and also Gina, who Young Miami was arguing with at the time. Now, they're saying that Young Miami is supposed to be a madam, and she helped, Diddy. They have parties. She lured the girls. They do their thing. Her, Gina, and Joy, Daphne. And basically, Young Miami give him the stuff, transport him for whatever. And Gina, at the time, when Gina was saying that she was being abused and everything else because she didn't do anything, that Young Miami was officially the madam over Gina and Daphne and other females, and they recruit girls. Now, this is all alleged, but this is what was said in the court documents. So it's kind of understand when everybody was asking, oh, Young Miami, were worried about her, things was coming out. Gina was saying that how Diddy had her do miscarriages and things like that. Now, since this came out, we haven't heard from Miss Gina. Cassie had put the nail in the coffin. Gina put extra nails too, but we haven't heard much. A lot of people noticed that Young Miami was out having fun, doing her thing, and being single. Now, what's very interesting is Young Miami said she's going to be outside, and academics accused her of basically snitching on Diddy, like full on snitching. So Daphne Joy has been quiet, but she went on crying. Now, she decided to sit here and cry. And if you guys don't know who Daphne Joy is 50 Cent's youngest son, baby mother, okay? The youngest one he had, 50 Cent, he was there with her, showing pictures, everything. His older son was feeling the type of way. Well, after she got done dealing with him, she went on to Diddy, okay? Now, this is very strange because I feel like, first of all, 50 Cent to me, he's not bad as Diddy's. Diddy is worse, but this is my opinion. Allegedly, I feel like 50 Cent is kind of bad. I feel like all the niggas in the rap game that switch these females and share them and have issues and beef, they're horrible. They're doing pass around game, and the females are doing it because they want the price of being famous. We're just gonna call it what it is. So Daphne Joy went to her, her page. She put Curtis, aka 50 Cent. She said, everything is a joke to you, and our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You are reckoning real havoc, frenzy, and chaos onto people's lives. How would you feel if Sir was the one in handcuffs for nothing? We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 minutes out of the 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you. I'm tired of upholding and protecting the image to our son that you have never even earned. Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of me and physical me. You are no longer my opposer, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. Now, she did come out and put a restraining order against him at the time. I'm not surprised that she's saying that he's not at the father because, let's be honest. He probably is. We'll never know. But I'm not surprised. She also said, I'm deeply hurt by the lies that Rodney Jones lawsuit. The claims that I'm an ex-worker is a 100% false and character assassination. I am retaining my attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. Sorry, y'all, I was in an accident, so it's hard for me to breathe still. But that's what she posted. So, 50 Cent got word of it. He did joke, and he said, oh, you was ex-worker now. Oh, you dirty ex. Like, he was playing. And I guess she went online crying, and now she accusing him of abuse. Now, a lot of people are saying you're accusing him. That's not true. Some people are saying, well, shoot, he's talking about him. He got some skeletons in the closet. He's picking on Jay-Z. Now, I noticed that Jay-Z has not been hanging out with Diddy lately. He's been around Sean, and that's been for the past year and a half. So, 50, be careful, because, Beyonce going to come after you again. So, there was a comment on a blog. Shout out to Spiritual Word. And a person say, y'all are saying she lied, but she literally filed for a restraining order against him for DV before. This was in 2013. Now she did. It was all over the blogs. There was a restraining order going on between 50 Cent and Daphne Joy. She did come out with some abuse allegations. Now, after that, I guess his show started premiering. Everybody was called her a liar, and then everybody ignored it. So 50 decided to get serious. 50 said, okay, you playing with my name, my child involved. I have a whole bunch of multi-million dollar contracts and shows going on, and you sitting here want to say and do this, and it's very funny. Now, all of a sudden, you want to say, and do this and say I did this and that after what we had in 2013. Now, he also posted, he said, it is what it is. See you in family court, ex-worker. Is exactly what he said. So he's basically telling her, well, it is what it is. You feel that way. You doing your thing, whatever. I need to get my son because we know the type of allegations that Diddy holds. I need to be a father and I need to step up. And a lot of people are saying, well, why step up now? Where have you been? Is this true? Are you not an active father? So now you want to go to court? X, Y, and Z. I feel like, before I get into other parts now, I feel like 50, I understand what he's doing to put it out there about Diddy, but it is coming back at you. So, Tia Camp got word of this, right? And she put, now this is where it get really messy. She put the thinking emoji, say, so why Ross ain't take his oldest daughter? Her mammy was a prostitute tutor too, 100%. This is getting juicy, y'all. So she's basically was on everyone else. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Now, this was funny to me. Tia Kemp, we know, has an issue with Rick Ross. They've been going back and forth. I feel like it's a love tap with these two. Like, they still love each other. She hate to see him with other females. He'll probably hate to see her with another man. And they still got feelings. Now, a long time ago, she did talk to 50 Cent, right? About Rick Ross and how he was a bad dad and all this stuff. And this came out because Rick Ross was dating one of 50 Cent's exes. So 50 Cent felt like, okay, y'all backdooring me, I'm gonna backdoor y'all. Like, they were backdooring. Everybody was backdooring these females except for Tia, right? So then this is what Tia was talking about. She said 50 Cent ordered to pay $2 million more to woman who tape he published online. The jurors found that the woman's Ross baby mama, Latonia Livingston, if I butcher her name, I'm sorry, suffered severe emotional distress when the rapper, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, narrated the video, calling her an ish and an imp porn star. Now, we know 50 Cent done did a lot of things now. 50 Cent ain't an angel either. You know, he done had Young Buck. Sitting here, everybody thought he was gay, talking about the transgender situation. We never seen nothing. Then him and the Game went at it. I don't know what the Game said for that man to leave him alone. But 50 Cent been minding his business. So, Young Miami to the Twitter, right? And she said, y'all be going for anything. And they say you for that $250K a month. She said something the internet made up and y'all ran with it. Ninjas don't even pay that for child support. Why the F would a ninja even pay me $250 for what? For what? So basically it's saying that Daphne Joy and her rent's getting paid. And this is why 50 Cent is upset. Daphne more upset and say he won't phone cussing. Daphne Joy, Gina, and Young Miami are recruiting the girls and they get paid $250K. Meaning their bills are paid, rent paid, cars, all that stuff tax write-off. Now, me and a YouTuber put this on her thing that Young Miami was a tax write-off when she was dating Diddy. And I agree with her. Shout out to Real Talk Yanni. Me and her both said it allegedly, okay? It was a tax write-off. Now, could it be that he paid? No. But they're probably getting tax write-off for their small businesses that he's funding and doing things of. So it kind of emasculated 50 because to him, people are feeling like, oh, you ain't doing for your baby mama, da-da-da. And that is a big problem. Well, he feel like the man done backdoored him and Ross or whatever, and they making him look bad, and that's not even the case. Take 50 Cent, which I understand because they're hitting the man's ego. So to him, it's like, that's a problem because what if I would have did that to y'all? And he got a point. But I see what it make it look like, but it does make it look like, well, damn, nigga, like, what you doing that's the fall? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Now, he could be doing his part, and he don't give a F about the media, which he don't. You understand? And Diddy probably being petty as usual, petty ass Scorpio, you know, tackling at him in a petty ass Cancer, like you keep on tackling, I'm gonna be petty with your ass, and that's just what it's giving. So it's like giving more of a male ego drama. But that's not all. So Tanika Ray had a lot to say about Diddy. Now Tanika Ray has done, I just love her. I've loved her since E! News. She done the red carpet for them and everything. She also was a backup dancer for y'all favorite 90s, including the singers Aaron Hall. She did some stuff with Diddy and stuff like that where he was Puff Daddy at the time. And she's worked with these people. And so shout out to her. She's had a long-standing career and I love her for that. So she had some things to say, and what she said is true. But I agree because I noticed with her interviews with him, she would ask questions. It won't be that long. And she would say, okay, thank you, and go about her business. Tanika Ray knew to keep Diddy that way. Like, she knew not to deal with him. And I noticed that. And now I'm starting to ask about the choreographer. Y'all know who I'm talking about that he had. They go, tat, tat, tat. I want to ask her some questions. Because remember, they fell out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fell out. And she had some things to say. So here's the video of what Tanika Ray had to say, and I'll be back with more commentary.
Stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day, but it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why aren't you saying something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that.
Ray put in her caption, say, oh yeah, women hold a lot in order to function every day in a man's world. Unfortunately, we can compartmentalize our pain, and carry on. We utilize experience as a lesson and move differently. If I told my story in 1996, then what? I just knew to avoid him at all costs. Yes, I danced for him and kept my space. I was on the vote for or die airplane and kept my space. I interviewed him in his projects and kept my space. Nothing that is happening is surprising. Ladies, keep space to heal and move on. Key gathering to incriminate is goals. But this is wild world with a broke system. Our healing is priority. Shame on all these men that let this continue. Shame on me, maybe for prioritizing my mental health, some would say. But after working in a space that snatches souls, mine is in fact intact and of light. I saved myself. Now, if someone needs me to pile on my story, give me a call. But I think Cassie got it. So I guess she hinted that Cassie's going to be coming out with a story. 50 Cent also said he's going to do a documentary of surviving Diddy. Now, I don't know, but I've heard a lot of things. Teray, also MTV VJ, he, did interview stuff. He said there was a lot of things that was said I did not post. If you guys want to see more about what people had to say, you go to Hollywood a lot. We all know that Aubrey O'Day has her story, and also Mace. So him and Mace fell out. Mace didn't get compensated and paid. He brought Mace back. Remember, it was Welcome Back. After a while, we didn't hear from Mace. Mace went back to, being a pastor, doing things, working on his marriage, which now he is divorced, I believe. Allegedly, if not, sorry, but I believe allegedly he is. And there was a lot of things going on. So Mace was arguing about his money because there were still some songs that he was supposed to be compensated for that he was not. Mace aired him out about the Shine situation. Mace was the first person, besides Aubrey O'Day, Day 26, and Donna. Mace was the first person to do this. Mace was the first person, okay? So he aired out a lot of things. Now that Mace has a podcast with It Is What It Is with Cameron, they talk about a lot of things. And Cameron, was in Dipset, and he dated Juju. We done seen him on Love and Hip Hop a couple of times. Cameron had a major career. Him and Jim Jones, best friends. All of them hung out, good friends, New York, do their thing. Well, him and Mace decided to have a podcast, and they talk about a lot of things, right? So the word got back to Cameron. Cameron was busting out laughing, okay? And, Cameron asked him, Mace, about being vindicated. So I'm going to play this clip, and I'll be back with more commentary.
I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't had nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Closer and closer,
Closer
man.
and closer.
Okay.
The big payback.
This has been the last.
That's what Mace had to say. But y'all, this one took the cake. And I remember growing up, when Shine went to prison for 10 years and got deported, I remember hearing, I was like, dang, when he get out, I'm going to be grown, And I remember hearing that he got arrested. I'm like, dang, he on a breaker career. He doing great. And I hear a lot of the street guys, this junk happened in New York, even people in Florida is what was talking about. I grew up around a lot of OGs. A lot of street guys was like, damn, they know Shine ain't do that. They know such and such did that. Like they were hinting that Diddy did that, right? Here's a clip from the victim, and I'll be back with more comments.
How you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took...
Now, y'all heard what the victim said, right? Now, I remember that because he was in jail at the time. He already got caught with a weapon. And they tried to cover that up and he left. And J-Lo broke up with him, okay? How he did Shine was wrong because Shine did a bid. Shine didn't say nothing. Shine was a real nigga. He got deported back to Belize after that. So to me, I was like, and I started noticing, since he been working on his campaign for Belize and things in Belize and started to get the word out, him and Hov been hanging out a lot. Like, they're hanging out. And I'd only seen Diddy before the pandemic at one Grammy party, and that was it. Y'all notice Diddy ain't been at no Grammy parties, right? I'm keeping a buck because I haven't seen him when him and B had parties. Allegedly, when I seen Shine did 10 years and got deported, and that lady kept saying it wasn't him. She even told the doctors, and the doctor said it was Diddy. And it's so messed up that this man's career is going, but I'm glad he could rebuild. And what's so messed up that man done teared everybody down. But I'm going to get into another video of why I believe this is a spiritual attack on Diddy right now. We're not going to talk about it on this video. We're going to finish everything else conversation-wise, and then we'll go over there. Now, Wet 100 got a Diddy podcast. And guess who calls in? R. Kelly. Now, y'all know Wet 100 is Blueface manager. He warned about Krishan. He worked with him, helped him get a career going and everything. And also, he knows everybody. Details business. Him and Finesse 2 times got a little beef going on right now, but we'll go into that later. R. Kelly called in to WAC 100 podcast. R. Kelly had some things to say. Now, when I heard this, I'm like, who he talking about? Laughing and joking because it was only one person who was feeling vindicated. I know it ain't who he talking about, but I had a feeling who R. Kelly was hinting at and talking about. And I'm going to let this audio play for y'all. I want y'all to listen to the whole thing because y'all going to be amazed.
Well, I say out there laughing and making comedian jokes and doing all of on the radio and everything else, but they could be next. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up about it. Stupid. They so stupid they don't even realize the move that's going on. I mean, it's crazy, man. That's why I don't believe none of it. I mean, I told him straight up, bro. You can tell me about anybody now. You can tell me on the news the weather is the sky's blue. I'm not gonna believe because I'm in it now. I know what they think.
When it first started with Cassie, I said, yo, nigga, this is stick-up move. Oh, if I was that nigga, I'd have just came out and said, hey, listen, these are my sexual preferences. Yes, I'm bi or whatever the fuck, and these motherfuckers been trying to extort me, and I'm tired of it. They know that I'm in the music industry, and boom, boom, boom. Nigga, they would have ate her up. And still, but now they using that against him. But now it's getting to a point to where, it's getting to a point to where it's like, nigga, you gonna have to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they take that motherfucker back.
ain't fleed though. You know.
Nah, he ain't. No, he ain't. They didn't raid it. You know, they ran up in his crib, but you know,
Yeah, I saw that.
This how you know it's weak. You know, usually when they run up in a nigga house, they coming to get you too.
Yeah.
They looking, they still searching and looking like it on the run, and that they ain't telling him to come turn himself in and like that. They grounded his plane because they seen him moving. He wasn't even on the plane. They wanted to make sure he wasn't because they probably didn't restrict his passport and as of now.
But that's how it all started, though. You understand? It started.
No, I know. I know.
It's all that because they don't. You know, it's crazy, man.
He got some money, so they know they got to come right. They know if they come half-stepping, he do got the money to fight. So if they do put him in cuffs, they only put him in cuffs because they got something at that point.
That ain't even necessarily true right there.
Well, they feel like they got
this
enough.
Call is from the federal prison.
They want you if they want to plan to get you, or if it's a conspiracy, anything, they put you in cuffs, bro.
No, that's real.
We already know who he talking about allegedly, and it's about to really get messy. Male egos are going to be drawn, all this stuff, and it's like chaos. When someone does so much and they cover it, it becomes chaos when it get unraveled. A lot of people start coming out saying things. A lot of people saying, yep, this happened to me then too, da-da-da. But all of this is chaos over a female. That's how much a female hold power. Not only that, all this is chaos because emasculated male egos are being hit below the belt. Instead of being put out in the music, helping them rap male careers, we're getting it on social media. And I'm just being honest. And I would love to hear it in the music. Because this is a great time for 50, for, I don't know why I want to say Jay-Z, but he probably got something to say. For Diddy, for Shine, all of them, Mace. This is a good time to do a track about this. This is a good time. This is a good time to put this in some beef and take some shots. The females out here eating y'all up. And y'all run the social media. I really need y'all to do something, okay? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now get ready for this picture video. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you over there.